Hello, I'm Lost, and today we'll be playing Batora, Lost Haven. This is a demo for an upcoming game where we embark on an epic adventure to save Earth, in this interplanetary action RPG. And in this we harness the ancient powers of the sun and moon, and yeah, let's see how that works out for us.
So, my dear Avril, where do I start? After a mysterious catastrophe, half of the Earth was destroyed. All of your family died that day. While scavenging, you and your best friend Mila found two mysterious entities called Sun and Moon. For some reason, they elected you as the new Keeper of the Balance,
For some
giving
reason.
you what was left of their powers. No, seriously, why did they choose you?
Oh,
it
okay.
makes no sense.
Old.
Oh, anyway, that's how your desperate mission to save Earth started. Now you are on Grisia, one of the 4 elemental worlds. Your goal is to absorb its core and defeat an ancient guardian. But sadly, during the landing, you and Mila were separated. While searching for her, you met 2 alien tribes who are in a perpetual state of war. The Builders and the Destroyers.
Oh, what an interesting story. Too bad it was about things that happened 3 hours ago. And your pep talk was going way over my attention span.
Oh, whoa! How dare you! I'm Batora, the most...
Incredible, awesome, and powerful being in the universe. Yeah, I know.
What a silly and ungrateful brat! Maybe that's why I like you so much. Come back if you need help, and be careful. I'll always be here for you.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, time to find a way to reach the core and save Mila. Perhaps I could use some shopping first.
Shopping.
Oh, yeah. After all, I'm not hiding from giant spiders who want to eat me alive.
Oh, Mila's an
on.
actual person.
You've seen worse.
Like that time when we almost died and you destroyed my bike just because you wanted to chase a plastic bag?
Sweet, sweet memories. Let's get back to Gangan. I think the rune should be ready now.
Interesting. Well, I thought she was being cold, but it sounds like I am a wild card to invest powers in. Okay, so these people built me something?
Hi again, guys. Is my new shining rune ready?
Yes, I truly hope that this will be enough.
Sunlight encouragement.
Those destroyers the power of my latest masterpiece, and come back to me if you need more runes.
Nice. I love it. So, what do we do now? We lure him outside of his dark chamber?
No, you need to meet with Corridor first. He was our previous guardian, and his spirit is still revered by everyone around here. Even in death, he is still extremely powerful. And through his grace, you might find the power we are looking for.
Corridor? We haven't heard that name in a while.
No, it's too soon. She's not ready.
I don't understand. Why would he help me?
That's something you'll have to find for yourself. But it will be worth your time, I assure you. He's a very ancient spirit, and he led our people for a very long time. Please, be nice to him. If everything goes as we hope, we'll finally be able to do what must be done.
They are being pretty vague about this guy.
I know, but this is our best shot for now. And honestly, I want to test my new rune on the battlefield.
The bridge has been fixed, so you should be able to reach his cradle easily now. Good luck.
Interesting. Very interesting. Don't do anything funny. I'll be watching you. You mean like, I don't know, destroy, even though you guys are called the builders? And you're sending me out on a task to destroy your enemies? Not very builder of you. What is this? Interesting. I suppose I'll find out. Oh, okay, I see. So this kind of plays like a Diablo sort of game. How do I interact with people? No matter, I suppose I'm going the right way. Alright, well, I guess it's time to figure out. Oh, okay, that's a dodge. What's that? Oh boy, I'm now timing the dodges. Oh, and I want to try this again. Oh, I see. I control it with the right stick. I don't know if that did more for me or less for me. Is that an incoming thing or did I just put that down? I'm still getting used to my powers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely a... So it seems like when it comes down to it, I want to use the powers on the right enemies. So I need to use sun powers on the yellow enemies and moon powers on the purple enemies. That's actually a kind of cool aspect. I like that. Because it kind of forces you to have like a mixed dynamic. You know, I'm not just sticking to the side of powers I like best. Personally, shooting seems a bit better in a game like this than melee. At least that's the way I play Diablo. I usually do more of a range sort of shooter. But now, I'm kind of forced to... Look how I got you. But yeah, now I'm kind of forced to switch. Not that I think my health's doing very well. Actually, where is my health? What the... Oh, okay. But... I will say this. I think the control scheme is a little... off. It could just be me. It just seems like the button choices aren't the best. Am I even supposed to be going this way? No. But I suppose that's even better reason to go this way. What am I doing here, you ask? I just dislike people. Well. It's a good hiding place. Oh, wow, okay. I don't know. It's something I guess I'll get used to. But it's... I don't know. I feel like the trigger would have been a better thing for switching elements. And I would have rather dodge be akin to... I don't know. Probably the B button. It could just be that because of like powers upcoming, maybe it's better this way. So guess I just have to wait and see. But for like early game, yeah, I kind of prefer it to have been like that. But I'm sure the game will probably offer some type of... Is that where I'm going? I guess so. I don't fancy my odds of going inside that without being this color. Yeah, I'm sure the game will offer some sort of
Must be the cradle that Kahilus was talking
like
about.
control option changing
Let's
if
search
I
for clues
really
around
want
here.
to. Oh yeah, more of these things. I will say that the camera feels a bit too far away from the action. Like, I think it's fine for exploring. I think it's fine for exploring, but I think when it comes to actual combat, I'd like it to be closer. Just so that I can get a better sense of like dodge and exploring seems to just get me into more fights, it seems. I know I'm supposed to go up this way. Oh wow.
Whoa! This rose is... alive? It feels so strange. And yet so natural.
Strange and natural
That's the beauty
aren't
of a burning wish. It can
mutually
manifest something
exclusive.
that it shouldn't be even possible.
This voice... Are you Carador?
Yes, I was the guardian of this planet many years ago. This is the last remnant of my soul, where I dream about the glassy sky of eternity.
So, you're able to speak, even if you're dead?
I dream, so I'm eternal. Just like my desire to discover what's beyond this beautiful jewel we call home. I already know what you're here for, and I've already met another one of your kind once. He was a chosen, just like you.
Another human?
Yes, child of man, but my memories are now scattered around, and I don't recall who he really was. Find them, and in exchange, I'll help you to restore Grisia and save your friend.
Collecting memories? How?
Look for dream fragments. They are scattered around my cradle.
Great! So they can't be very far.
Beware, though. During these endless years of sleeping, I also had dark dreams. And they took a physical form.
Saying you could have had pleasant dreams take physical form too. That would have been nice. Alright, I'm starting to learn that it might actually be a terrible idea to fight the yellow first. Seems like it's a good idea to... Oh, I died. Oh, hello. Speaking of which, where is my health bar? remembering how to switch is a very challenging part. Nice. Fail once, succeed twice. Or succeed the second time, I guess. I'm guessing this is one of your dream fragments. Oh?
Oh, cool. A place that requires you to use your brain instead of punching people in the face.
It's like the worst possible thing that could happen.
Oh, okay, I see. I mean, that sentence was very misleading. Because clearly I still have to punch something. Right, I can't jump. Broken. What does this one do? Interesting. I think I get it. Though I think even though I did it, I'm more likely to fall off a cliff than I am to fail the puzzle.
I just saw the day when everything collapsed.
That's because it's also part of my memory.
How?
I don't remember yet. The grim veil of doubt still roams around my essence.
Considering the essence of how all these characters can considering the essence of how all these characters seem to have some sort of celestial level of power, like sun and scorch and that sort of things, I'm assuming that they may have all had something to do with the reason my planet is half burned. Assuming being the case, because I obviously don't know. It just seems a bit peculiar. I got sun powers after the planet got scorched. Oh hey, I did come the right way, I guess, just too early. Alright. Oh, I guess this is a shooty puzzle. Huh. Interesting. Ooh. I admit the big problem with this is I stopped aiming both of them. And then it aims at them. I don't know. It could just be me. I'm not too good at aiming like this. How did I not get that? Alrighty, let's see what the rest of your memories entail.
Grija was nearly destroyed, just like Earth?
Wait, but the planet is completely intact. Is that some kind of omen?
No, it really happened. The previous Keeper of Balance did that, defying the will of the gods.
What? My predecessor did all of this?
His name was Soren, and he was our greatest failure. He was a human and a chosen one, just like you. But instead of healing each core, he absorbed their powers, causing a mass wave of destruction throughout the universe, Earth included.
We tried to stop him, but he became nearly invincible. The only thing that we could do was to save what was left by sacrificing our bodies.
So Rose died because of him. Why did you let him do that if you were the Guardian?
Did you not
He
hear?
shared his dreams with me, and they were so pure. Soren taught me about the universe and what miracles were happening on other planets. For the first time, I felt so little and powerless. I wanted to travel, but I was chained to the core. He promised that he would come back for me, to show me this beautiful little thing called Rose. And so I dreamt of those for all these years.
That's why your soul took the shape of it, even if you weren't able to see them.
You dreamt of a rose, but you killed another one. How funny. Let's find the last fragment. I need more answers about this traitor.
Abe, I know that's a lot to take, but please, don't let yourself be devoured by anger.
Wait, he dreamt of a rose, but he killed another one? Maybe I missed it, but what did he kill exactly? Because it sounds like it was all this Soren guy. Also, I don't know if I like that. Previous mentor was bad, and so we got another mentor to fix the problem. I don't know. A lot of stories take that path. Not necessarily a bad path, just something I find to be more... Ooh. Alright, there we go. We got rid of one more. No, I didn't want to use that yet. I'm terrible at timing things. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really invested in the whole idea that the previous mentor was bad. And then, like, there'll probably be some part where she'll be questioning why she deserves the I don't know, that it's nice, but sometimes you want to see something different, you know? It's no fault of the developer's own, of course. The problem is I watch too many movies and play way too many games. And when you do that, you happen upon a lot of similar... When mental nature attack or interact with the spirit to control it. That's cool. But yeah, when you play so many video games, you naturally happen among... Oh, I see. But yeah, you'll naturally happen among a lot of stories that end up following very similar beats. And when that happens, eventually you're gonna, for example, Call of Duty. The initial Call of Duty stories were amazing. I liked them a lot. How does that help me? Interesting. But yeah, so as I was saying, you happen upon a lot of like story beats in Call of Duty, like the bad guy, the typical go somewhere, get betrayed, that sort of thing. And when it first happens, it's very jaw-dropping. Like, a lot of people will tell you their favorite Call of Duty stories would be the Modern Warfare series, the original, Black Ops, the originals, like 1 and 2. And as they like carried them on, and this isn't to say that Cold War isn't very good, this isn't to say that Infinite Warfare was terrible, it's just to say that the fatigue of seeing similar stories essentially wore off on people. And then instead of them being so particularly excited about the story, it just came across as something like, oh, here's another one.
Soren, I need to stop that bastard.
Yeah, but he's kind of invincible. How can we do that?
If we manage to absorb and heal each core, then you'll be strong enough to stop him. And after that, peace and order will reign again throughout the universe.
We did not talk about him before, because you were not ready to bear the truth.
It doesn't matter. You gave me the power to save my planet and to avenge all the people that died because of his greed. And for this reason, I'll be your blade, now and forever. Please, grant me your strength, and I promise I won't let you down.
Adamantine will and unbreakable resolve. That's how a champion should behave.
Now I can finally remember everything. Come back to me, and I swear that I'll atone for what I did.
What did you do? Also, I'm kind of confused. He absorbed the core and caused all this, and they said, hey, he wouldn't absorb the core. So, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit too pessimistic about certain things, but that to me seems confusing. It seems that if healing and absorbing the core is what he did wrong, or absorbing the core is what he did wrong, then surely... Huh. But yeah, if absorbing the core is what he did wrong, then surely we can't absorb the core. But if we're going to get as powerful as he got by doing, well, essentially the exact same thing, maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. But yeah, no, I don't know. To me, this also kind of falls into the brackets of those stories that tend to look at you and go, hey,
I am back,
your villain has the same
Batora,
power as you.
and I demand an explanation for what you've done.
I dreamt about your homeland, and I looked upon the distant stars, wishing to see it one day. But my desire led to a disaster. And yet I regret nothing. This everlasting dream gave me more than I could even imagine. I died upon this mountain because I detached from the core just to watch the sky, wishing to reach something that was never meant to be. Soren merely showed me another way, and leaving the core was the right thing to do. And as you know, every dream requires some sort of sacrifice to be obtained.
He does not deserve to live anymore. His dream led to the pain that you feel today, sweet Avril. Destroy his rose and take your revenge.
Jesus.
I want to take my revenge, but I honestly think he's just a misguided guy.
Rose and everyone else died because of his egoism. But maybe Mila is right. He's just another victim of Soren's malice. What should I do?
Oh, you're giving me this choice. I'm still not entirely sure what we're blaming him for. If we're blaming him for half the destruction of Earth, I thought we said Soren did that. Or are we blaming him for helping Soren? I don't get that part.
I forgive you. You're just another victim, just like us.
Pity is a wonderful thing, child. But are you sure that this is the right thing to do? He's a culprit as well.
If he defended the core, he would have died. Is that what he's being blamed for, not
We
protecting the
cannot
core?
reforge the past. But maybe he will be able to atone by teaching Gregians about coexistence and tolerance. You dreamt about a distant world full of love and without borders. And you can still achieve that here, on the planet you call home. Sometimes we need to bathe in shadow, to remember the beauty of our inner light. That's what Rose always said. And I want to believe in redemption as well.
That's what Rose always said. So wait, you also knew someone called Rose?
My dream may change, but my desire for peace will be the same forever. Here, take what's left of my wisdom. I hope that it will help you to heal the wound of our planets.
Thank you, Corridor. Your dream of peace and unity will live on inside my heart. Let's go back to the village now.
I'm proud of you, Ave. You made the right choice.
Deity in my head is very quiet about Oh, okay. Oh, I think I get it. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, deity in my head just told me to kill someone. I didn't listen. It's very quiet about me disobeying. Especially considering they both said, hey, an obedient champion is a good one. kind of just proved lack of obedience right there. Also, what was that Cthulhu-esque thing? I don't know. Personally,
Why are you here?
Long time no see, dirty little
dirty
mouse.
little mouse.
I brought a present for this cherished reunion.
What the? Keyleth?
Take Sheila somewhere safe. I beg you.
Okay, this is enough. It's time to smash your rotten face to smithereens.
Move a muscle, and I'll kill this filthy traitor. And they surely don't want to give a trauma like that to this little child. Am I right?
Leave Dad alone, you damn monster!
Did you really think that you could get away with that little plan of yours? Pathetic.
Just tell me what you want.
Absorb the power of an Alsoa stone. Bring it back to me, and I'll forgive this treacherous worm and his little daughter.
An Alsawa stone? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
It's the last source of energy. I need to defeat Imrak and take his place. It belongs to the Destroyers, which hid it inside a spiritual realm. A realm that can be crossed only by them, or someone with your skills. So, do we have a deal?
No! No! Don't listen to him!
Fine. But can I really trust you?
You have my word. Now go. The little one knows where to find it. Meet me at the village once you've finished.
Let's go, Avril of the Human. We have no time to waste.
You know that guys like him never keep their promises, right?
I have no choice.
This can't be real. Dad.
We'll find a way to save your dad. And I promise that Izanak will pay for what he did.
Yeah, that bastard really crossed the line.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But story aside, I am liking this game. There's a lot of complicated aspect to it. Like the combat is very, not challenging, just very unique. I'm still getting used to
Now
the...
keep your voice down and please be quiet.
Why?
What is this place?
We are going to sneak into Greyjazal, the village of the Destroyers, and steal all their sacred
lovely.
energy. This is the only way to reach the crystal and free my dad.
What? Are you insane? I'm sorry, but I don't like it. It's too dangerous.
Now, the road is clear.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I mean...
Let me be clear. You are mad, Sheila. This is reckless and stupid.
She's trying to save her dad.
Mad, reckless.
Exactly. You were the exact same.
Where have I heard that before?
Not now, Mila.
I can't see the stone from here. It must be in the cave.
Are you even listening? I don't think we will ever get out alive from there.
Oh yes! Cave really dangerous.
See? I told you.
Ah! They found us!
Yes! Me found you! Me lucky!
What the? You?
Yes! Me! Me Batora! You help Batora!
Oh, we know her. Oh, we don't know her.
Me no great energy in you! Stone need healing! Follow Batora!
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but they had the chance to kill us. And they didn't take it.
Maybe reaching the stone will be easier than I thought.
I don't know. Something is definitely wrong here. Hey, wait!
I wouldn't believe that thing could kill me anyway. But yeah, no. I do think the combat is very interesting. I will actually say I am getting overwhelmed by where I am in the story. I'm hoping this isn't the beginning because it feels like they keep throwing more and more characters at me and I keep getting confused who is who. Oh, hey. Oh, interesting. You can actually buy things? Julia. Human?
Energy of stone make us mind clear. Energy makes us us. But stone now sick. Heal stone and us no evil.
Are you telling me that you act like a horde of gremlins only when you're starving?
Yes.
No, yeah, that does make sense.
So, if I help you with that, you'll keep living peacefully, right?
Yes. We want peace. We want dance.
Avril, what are you doing? You can't trust these monsters.
Look, perhaps we could help them and save your father at the same time. So, where is the cave?
Follow. Follow.
I'll wait for you outside. Please be quick.
Oh, now you want to be responsible.
What the hell is this stuff?
Just stone. You need to heal it with your power.
This is a nightmare.
What's happening?
Just another puzzle.
Think about the worst possible thing that I could find.
Oh no. Another one of those tricky mazes. What's the matter with friend? You hungry too?
Let's say that I have problems with stuff that requires logic.
That might explain why shooting is so difficult for you.
Guess I'll die then.
Okay. Take a nap, Mila. I'll wake you up after I've finished.
Oh. Oh, I'd almost figured it out. I will admit, these puzzles, despite my trouble with shooting, might be some of my favorite parts of this game. But then I played a game a while back from Ubisoft, Immortals, Phoenix Rising, I believe it's called. And there's a lot of puzzles in that. I quite enjoyed them too. Oh. Might not have been my smartest move, but it did get the job done. Right. I need to remember that just because it's not or doesn't seem threatening doesn't mean it isn't.
Yes, I made it.
I'd like more stakes to the puzzles though. It felt like even though I messed up, it kept going.
Happy. Thank you, friend. No more
haven't done anything.
Really, how the hell can you handle a life of constant enthusiasm?
Quick! Gather all the energy and get out of there! That's the only way to save Kahilis!
But if I do that, these fellows will die of hunger and... God, this is so cruel.
Gather that energy and stop this madness, champion.
Friend? Why don't happy?
I'm so sorry, Sheila. But this is for the best.
You're back. Did you absorb it?
I'm sorry, Sheila. But I haven't absorbed anything. Doing so would have led to a massacre, and you know it.
No! My father helped you, and you betray him like this? I hate you, Avril. I hate you so much.
Sheila, wait!
Friend, run! Why? No dancey dance with us?
Not now, Batora. I've got a tyrant to dethrone.
I see. So this is heavily going to be a karma game then. I don't trust the deities in my head. You know, maybe I'm wrong about this story. And the only way I'm wrong about this story is if the deities are the actual bad ones. Because they keep looking at me and going, hey, like, absorb this to defeat the first guy. But isn't absorbing it exactly what the first guy did? And they keep telling me to do what the first guy did, which is clearly what led to the destruction of so much. I'm a tad bit confused here. Like, if the deities are bad, then yeah, this is actually a very interesting story, because then it's like, oh, well, I suppose it's still cliche, because I've definitely seen a bunch of stories like that where they're like, oh, like, for example, the Netflix movie, The Grey Man, where it's like, oh, defeat Sierra 4, and then he realizes, Sierra 4 is not actually a bad guy, it's the agency that's bad. Obviously by then it's too late. Oh, I got eaten. That's not good. Don't worry, you don't have to warn me, I can respawn.
You're back. Did you absorb it?
I'm sorry.
No!
Friend,
No.
But yeah, no, I think that's kind of interesting. Can I? Oh. Equipped runes. Oh, I don't have any. Oh wait, no, I do have some. Personally, I don't know what that means. Oh, okay, I need points. Okay, that needs 3. I get it. Huh. But yeah. But yeah, like the Grey Man. So the idea is the bad guy is actually the person who sets you on the task, which you assumed was to kill the bad guy. I'm stuck. Oh, that wasn't pleasant. Oh, I need carpet to be gone. Those beams are probably what's scaring me. really wish I knew what my health was on. I thought it was just a red border sort of thing like Call of Duty that would show up around the screen. But both times I've died, I've not really known how close I've come to death. Or is it that it's that bar at the bottom? I thought that was just connected to my... Could be, to be fair. I thought that was just connected to my powers. I think that tornado will kill you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Based on further interpretation, I definitely think I'm right when I say this isn't the beginning of the game. Just the understanding, because obviously a tutorial would only make sense at the beginning of the game. But if that yellow bar is my health, then what is the purple bar? I don't know. Those sorts of things would usually be explained. And there's a lot of story beats that seem very interesting, like how the character got to this point in the first place, the character she actually knows. Like how my friend got stuck in what I want to assume is a den of spiders. All of that to me sounds very interesting. In fact, the protect the friend solution to this is actually the part that I look at and go, yeah, that's more interesting than the actual, hey, here's a big bad guy. I will admit I am probably doing the combat wrong because it feels unprogressive at this point. How did you escape tornado? I'm getting more use of the combat though, so that's a plus side. I don't really know if I can say it's akin to Diablo anymore, because while in camera angle, yeah, I can see it. I don't feel like I have as many abilities as I would in that sort of game. And it kind of feels annoying that I get locked in combat areas inside combat scenarios, so... Let's actually see. Oh, no, I can't. I mean, there's controls there, so that's always good. But I can't actually zoom in any closer. I would really prefer to be a tad bit closer in combat, but...
Let him go first, and then maybe I'll give you that stupid rock.
Give me what I asked for, now! You didn't fetch it? I see. What a shame. I knew that aliens can't be trusted. Forgive me, old friend. It won't be painless.
Interesting.
No! Dad!
No, this can't be!
You bastard!
He was weak, just like the rest of you. But I must admit that I'm loving the pain I can see inside your eyes.
I swear that I will erase every single inch of your existence from this galaxy. This is my oath. By the name of the sun and moon, you won't be forgiven.
You are free to try. Let's settle this like true warriors. Enter my domain and face your doom.
True warriors don't
Sheila,
hide behind hostages.
I don't know what to say.
Go away! You are the reason why he died! You're even worse than him! I hate you! I hate you so much!
Consequences.
That monster is beyond salvation. He needs to be eradicated from existence. He poses a threat to everything that is sacred.
Yes, but this is my fault as well. I feel so awful.
You just did what you thought was right, Ave. Zanuck is the only one to blame.
Your friend is right, my beloved one. For this reason, killing him would be an act of mercy. He deserves way worse than that. His very soul has to be shattered.
Do you mean that I could be able to defeat him inside his own head?
Yes, his pride and his greed are so huge that they manifested inside a spiritual realm. If you strike them through your mental powers, he will become an empty shell.
Wow. And what's the difference between those two realms?
His pride will contain his obsessions and will be full of destroyers, while his greed will be a deadly maze. The choice is yours, child.
It makes no difference to me. All I want is revenge for what he did.
Remember that you are the keeper of balance, child. Revenge is not a feeling that we can allow nor consider.
The only reason why he needs to pay is because he had no respect toward our mission. Saving Earth is our only true objective.
That's harsh. But as much as I hate to admit it, they've got a point.
So, my dear Avril, what part of Zanuck do you wish to strike? Good choice. He will become a mindless shell. Be ready to fight inside the labyrinth of his mind.
I'm sorry, if I fought him, he would die, and if I did this way, he'll become a mindless
I
shell.
know that you're furious, but please try not to be too reckless if you can.
It's time for a
I do like that aspect of it. Going for what seems to be the good karma choice actually led to some consequences. Interesting. That's gonna roll off the edge. Oh, okay, no, it stopped. That was lucky. Interesting. I see this is going to be a lot harder than I previously thought. And it seems like I can only use that ball with Y. Okay, that means wait. Oh, lovely. I'm sorry, what? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, okay, well, it didn't fall off the edge. It doesn't really lock in place. It feels like it just... like there's a lip there to stop it. Like I'm pulling towards it and it feels like I need momentum. But when I use momentum, it doesn't really feel like the lip was doing a great job of holding it together. But I still like these puzzles more, I think, than the combat. It's a very unique... I'm still kind of confused that if there was actually a big difference between the two choices I made. Like if I'd gone back and gone, well, hey, no, let's fight him. Well, yeah, I'm talking.
Maybe that scream is still sounding in your ears.
What scream?
My mind is more than enough to tear you into pieces.
Oh, you mean the
bastard.
scream the guy did? Okay, oh yeah. Honestly, in comparison to some of the other puzzles I've done, this is actually one of the more, or least, least worrying ones, which is kind of making me wonder why I should even be afraid of... I don't know, maybe the combat option was harder, actually gave the justice that was... I don't know. It seems like there was a big... like, I was kind of concerned at first when I saw the karma aspect of this game. But so far, I actually like what I'm seeing. It's not just a straightforward... It's not just a straightforward, oh, this is good, so now you've got good points, and this is bad, so now you've got bad points. A good example of a game that... No, I wanted that switch. A good example of a game that did this was Dying Light 2. I quite enjoyed that game, but the biggest problem I have with it is that literally the good and supposedly bad choice just boils down to, oh, you've helped this faction, so they'll do this for you. And the problem is, by the time they start doing that, it's not handy. Oh, okay. For example, one of the advantages they'd give is, oh, now we'll start putting like ropes around the city. And it's like, yeah, that's nice of you, but I don't need it. That doesn't look safe. Boss fight. Oh, I see. Just like me, he has two different natures. Keep an eye on his health bar and choose wisely. It's a bit weird to make it sound like you either fight, do the puzzle, or do a fight if I have to do a fight anyway. When he's in his fatigue state, finish him before he has a chance to restore his health. Huh. Okay. Did he really just switch that quickly? Come on, buddy. Right, yeah, dodge is not the button I just pressed. Alright, he's got 2 health bars. Okay, so it's not that he healed. It's that he literally switched. Very annoying, buddy. Am I? Shit, I'm a little slow, man.
Speak while you can, Izanak, because these will be our last words. I will erase your soul.
Alright. So, the conclusion I'm coming to from this battle is it seems like I'm not the only one who thought, hey, this yellow health bar would be annoying to fight in a combat like this. And so whenever he gets fatigued, it seems like he directly orients right back to that yellow health bar. It could also be the case that because I'm defeating the purple health bar first, it causes him to stun into the yellow health bar. I wouldn't be surprised if that was also the case. That was massive.
No, I didn't. Kahilus is dead, and it's all my fault.
Why? Why did you help them instead of me? I hate you!
Sheila, please.
No! You knew this would happen. You can't save everyone, Avril of the humans. No one can. You chose to condemn my father to death, to destroy my life.
I'm really sorry for what happened, Avril. Kahila's was a good soul and a pillar for our community, but you saved his people, our people.
I don't know.
Believe me, Avril. As far as we know, Izanak would have killed Kahila's anyway. But now you have to go. Today you proved yourself. You are now strong enough to fulfill your task. Travel to the pinnacle. There you'll find what you are searching for. Now that Izanak is dead, the gate should be open.
I don't know. Maybe I should stay a little longer and help?
That's not up for discussion. The time is running low, and your friend needs you. You did enough for us.
Thank you. I promise that I'll fix the core and save Grija.
Now go, Keeper of Balance. The Guardian is waiting.
I don't know. That's a fake out. If I had the patience, I would go all the way back through it and try and find out if I had chosen to steal the core, if that would have led to him actually surviving. if it would have, then yeah, I would actually enjoy this story a lot, because then it's like, oh, I'm guessing I don't go here. Oh, my bad. Yeah, because then I would have enjoyed the story a lot more, I believe, because then it's like, oh, I'm here.
What the?
Good day, dear Avril. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, it's you. Why did you bring me here?
Oh, I didn't do anything, darling. Your conscience did.
Yeah, the same conscience that made me screw up with everything.
Oh, look! It's a perfect time for a cup of tea. Please, have a sit. What's troubling you, darling?
It's just that this is all so wrong. Suddenly, I learned to travel across galaxies and face hordes of monsters. But I'm still not able to make the right choice. How could I claim to save Earth if I can't even save the one beside me?
There are no right or wrong choices. There are only choices to be made. And each of them will shape who you really are. Sugar?
So that's the fate of a chosen one? What's the point of all this strength if I can't change my own fate?
Oh, look at the sky, darling. There are countless souls up there, just like you and me. They are nothing compared to the immensity of space and time. And yet, even the smallest particle can shape the immortal shell of the universe with their own will, even if they don't want to. Maybe they will create new forms of life, or perhaps they will destroy everything that they held dear.
Comforting.
And yet, they will keep on going, shaped by their own actions, until the day they die and ascend into something new and beautiful.
That's cryptic.
No, that's life. Remember, your decisions are a mirror of your soul, and they will determine who you want to be. Forget about the good or bad nonsense.
I don't want to take any other decision. Never.
Oh, I'm afraid that's impossible, young one. I can see your journey is yet full of them.
Well, that was Batora. Oh, Team 17. I quite like a lot of the games they publish. So my thoughts on it so far. I am very concerned about the overarching story. And as I said, I think the most interesting part of the game was the choice. In fact, hold on. I'm going to test something.
Gather that energy and
Oh,
stop this
so I've
madness,
gone back
champion.
to this decision. I'm going to gather the energy.
Okay, let's play a Xanax game then. I'm sorry, Batora.
You're back.
You huge stone, right, friend?
Please, stop calling me that. Sheila, we need to go.
Thank you, Avril. I'll never forget this.
Yeah, I think... Let's...
We need to go is right.
Come on. Is
I'm in
everyone
front
that
of you.
slow on your planet?
Listen, I literally haven't stopped a single second since I landed. And that cradle place isn't really easy hiking terrain.
Oh, we almost forgot about that. How did it go?
Is she healing me? Oh no, she's fighting as well.
Interesting.
Okay, that's interesting. So there is more to the change than just instead of running off on her own, which actually worked rather well for her because she didn't end up in combat. Come on, aka me. She actually helped me with combat, which is nice. But yeah, as I said, if he ends up being a man of his word, I think it would be an ultimately more interesting, in-depth story, because then it's actually, however, if doing this he still kills him, then everything they said about it being, oh, you know, there are just choices, forget all the good and bad, is a load of crap. Because clearly there's a bad choice if you... But that's just my opinion on it, which is the whole reason I didn't want to just say that was the case and then not actually give the game a chance to prove itself, because I do like the game so far. So I figured, hey, I'll go back and we'll see how it goes. And oh, never mind, you're following me. That's why I'm in front of you. Go away. I'm looking to see the choices of my actions or the consequences of my actions. I feel like there's more purple people this time. I wonder if that's because of my decision. I also wonder if there's any point to destroying crystals like that.
Hey, wait!
Can I sprint or something? Interesting. So this time he's saying primordials are going to attack, they'll find me ready. Whereas last time he said even in times of peace, strength is still needed, or strong arms is still needed, or something.
Dad!
Let him go first. Enjoyed the energy of that stupid stone.
Wonderful. Now no one.
I will defeat you, Izanek. And after that, this people and the planet will be free from your...
Dad, you're safe!
God, I was so...
Yes, I'm fine. Please.
That monster is beyond salvation. We need...
You just did what you thought was right.
But yeah, no, I will say I am proud of the game for that. That is definitely, like, there is a lot to this. It's not so black and white as most karma systems actually are, which is something I was very, because it's, I don't know, I feel like a lot of games add karma systems, and 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna die here. I should not have chosen combat, that's for sure. I might go back and fix that actually. Alrighty, go back. I figured I would finish the rest of, I figured I'd finish the rest of my thoughts on this game while I did this puzzle. So a few minor things I would say to the developers. would be, instead of saying autoplay, or instead of saying auto skip, it should say autoplay. Because I keep pressing that button thinking it's a skip button. It's absolutely not. But yeah, other than that, I actually really like the karma system, was what I was saying. I think in a lot of games, karma just ends up being very shallow. And the fact that karma has such a depth to it, where it's like, oh, if you save those little people, the dad dies. If you don't save those little people, then the dad lives. And I thought, oh, that's actually quite dynamic. It's all about whether you value the life of one over the life of, well, an entire other side of things. And as you saw, everybody was like, oh, now we're at peace because these creatures are gone. It's like, yeah, technically they'd be right. Technically. I don't think they're even remotely wrong. But then obviously the problem is that one child wouldn't be at peace, and I think she would eventually go hunt them herself. Or maybe she'd just blame me for it, I don't really know. But I think it's an interesting dynamic to see that they've made it like that, because then each decision isn't so, oh, this is bad, this is good. It quickly changes to a, well, which one makes you feel morally comfortable? Because when that lady was talking to us in the other dimension, I felt kind of uncomfortable with it. Because it's like, well, is there actually a difference? And in a situation like this, where there is actually a difference, don't you dare. Yeah, in a situation like this where there is actually a difference, I think the payoff is great. Oh, that's so annoying. I will say, if there is a difference in this section to do with combat, it's probably my least favorite aspect of this game. I went all the way back to just after I had left and made that decision to absorb the core to get to this point. And yeah, I generally didn't want to do all the fighting. And to me, I think that's very problematic if I'm kind of avoiding your fighting. I mean, I know I like puzzles generally anyway, so I am naturally more ordained to choose the puzzle choice. But I also shouldn't be so adverse to the other choice that I don't want to, like, fight. And the problem is, I think the fight, I don't really know what can really be done to change it, but I'm not too into the fighting. But other than that, yeah, I think the mini story seems better than the overarching story. So far anyway. It's got me way more interested in the game than when I even heard the overarching story. And I'm interested to see what that becomes because of that. Like, is that gonna lead to like something interesting? Is it gonna lead to a discussion with the big bad? Because honestly, the Sun and Moon Guardian don't seem to really care what I do. Really? Yeah, thank you. Oh.
their voice is annoying. Do you really have to scream every time you try to hit
Did
me?
you switch already? Fine, be annoying. Oh, now you switch. Be nice if that tornado actually moved with him. Oh, lovely. But let's defeat him. No, don't. Ah. Very annoying you are. Thank you. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, yeah, I was right about my theory. So whichever health bar you go to first, the second health bar ends up being the opposite one. Or the stun health bar ends up being the opposite one. Why does he say brother? I suppose that's a mystery that the actual game will answer.
You made it, Ave!
Yes, Avril! You are awesome! My dad is alive thanks to you.
I'm glad. Where is he now?
He is resting. Izanak hasn't been gentle with him, but his soul is strong. He will recover fast. You saved our community, and we thank you for that.
I'm afraid I didn't. I took the power from the Destroyer's stone. It's a matter of time before they attack you. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's a dangerous situation. We are on the eve of a great attack, and the city guard needs to be reformed. But now you have to go. Today you proved yourself. You are now strong
Wow, you
enough
really
to
don't care
fulfill
either
your
way,
task.
do you?
Travel to the pinnacle. There you'll find what you...
I don't know.
That's not up for...
Thank you.
Now go.
I'm kind of disappointed we're not hearing more from the deities, because it very much seems like whenever something involves peace, tranquility, and balance, the moon deity speaks up, and whenever something involves just taking what we need and going, the sun deity speaks up. And I'm hoping that's actually addressed in the game, because the problem is, if the first guy was listening to the sun all the time, well, yeah, he would have done exactly what I just did. We just absorbed the core, and we absorbed the core to eventually defeat this guy, because this guy was in our way of doing something else. And it's like, while I understand he was in our way, the whole problem with what the first guy did was he absorbed the cores, right? So I don't know, does it just not matter now, or... Very confusing. That's not clear to me, but it could just be that that's something that's cleared up in the first couple of chapters. But yeah, that was Batora. A very interesting game. I did like what I played. I mean, it's probably one of the few demos I actually played to completion. Usually I give up on them in a while, but I liked the mini story that was going on around this area more than I liked the overarching story, which is questionable, but I think if it ties into the overarching story, it could be really good. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.